Whether you are listening in the morning or late at night, I'm grateful you are here. Welcome to the other side of dreams, a sacred space for a woman who carries so much in their hearts. Mothers, grandmothers, OFWs, empty nesters, and every woman who has spent a lifetime being strong for everyone else. I'm your host, Jocelyn, a woman who has lived many chapters, working abroad, raising a family, and surviving hardship, loving deeply, and learning to heal even deeper. If you've ever felt lonely, unseen, misunderstood, or emotionally tired, this podcast is for you. Take a deep breath. This moment is yours. Disclaimer: this podcast is created for your inspiration, reflection, and empowerment. Yes, I am a certified and professional life coach, but I am also a woman, a mother, a grandmother, and an empty nester who's finding her own ways too. Everything I share here comes from my personal journey, my experiences, and the lessons life taught me the hard way. I'm not here as an expert on a pedestal. I'm here as a friend who understands the weight you carry. Nothing in this podcast replaces therapy, counseling, or professional mental health support. If you feel you need deeper help, please reach out to a licensed professional. You deserve proper care. This space is simply a place where we heal together, grow together, and remind each other that it's never too late to rediscover your passion, your purpose, and yourself. If I can find my way back to my dreams, my friend, so you can. You know, loneliness isn't just about being alone. It's about feeling unseen. Like you've been part of everyone else's story, but no one's really part of yours anymore. When my children grew up and started their own lives, I remember sitting at the kitchen table one morning, same coffee cup, same sunlight, but the house felt different. The noise was gone. The purpose I once felt every day was quiet. I whispered to myself, is this what's left for me? Science actually explained this feeling. A Harvard study found that social connection is the strongest predictor of happiness and health, even more than money or fame. So when we lose those daily connections, our routines, our roles, our brains feel pain, the same ways it reacts to a physical wounds. That's why loneliness hurts. It's not weakness, it's human. Psalms 34:18 says, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and save those who are crushed in spirit." And I believe that's true. God doesn't rush us through loneliness. He sits with us in it. Because sometimes that's where we finally hear His whisper again. Let me ask you this, my friend. When was the last time you sit quietly, not scrolling, not planning, just being. And in that silence, what did you feel? Because sometimes the silence we fear is where the healing begins. You might be listening right now with tears in your eyes, and that's okay. Tears are not weakness, they release. They're your soul's way of saying, I'm ready to feel again. Let's be real. We'd spent decades carrying for everyone else the meals, the worries, the goodbyes. We've worn so many titles: mother, wife, workers, caregivers. But when those roles fade, we're left wondering, who am I now? Psychologists call this the empty nest identity shift. In one study, nearly 60% of women over 50 said they felt a loss of identity when family or career roles change. And for many of us who immigrated or started over in a new country, it's deeper. You lost not just people, but you lost your culture, your language, your community. I remember working hard overseas, dreaming of bringing my family to Canada. And when I finally did, there were moments I felt invisible in my own home. Maybe you feel that too. Everyone around you is growing, changing, building, and you're wondering if your time has passed. But I want to tell you this: it hasn't. You haven't disappeared. You're just being called to rediscover yourself. This is what I call the reintroduction season. It's when life quietly say, you've taken care of everyone else. Now, it's time to meet yourself again. Not the mother or the wife, not the workers, but the woman underneath all that. The one who still dreams. So, I want you to ask yourself this week, what did I love before life got busy? What is still lights a spark in me, even if I've ignored it for years? Now, let's talk about the part people rarely admit: the dangerous side of loneliness. The CDC found that chronic loneliness can increase the risk of depression, heart disease, and even early death. And sometimes that pain turns into thoughts like, no one would miss me. I am tired of being strong. But hear me: loneliness doesn't mean you're unworthy. It means your heart still longs for love. That longing means you're alive. Isaiah 41:10 says, do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. Even when your room feels empty, you are not alone. There was a night years ago when I sat into my car outside a grocery store, just crying. Not because of one big thing, but because the quiet had gotten too heavy. And I remember looking up and whispering, Lord, are you still here? And I swear, not a loud voice, not a miracle, just a calm inside that said, I never left you. That's what I want you to hear today. Even you can't feel him, he's there. And if you ever feel that darkness is too heavy, please, my friend, reach out for help. In Canada, you can call or text 988 24 hours a day. You are needed, you matters, and you still have purpose. Rediscover purpose. You can volunteer, mentor, or create. Purpose is the medicine for emptiness. It's like an oxygen for the soul. But let's make this part really clear, my friend. When I say create, I don't mean you have to be an artist or start a business or be good at something. Creation simply means bringing something into the world that didn't exist before. Through your hearts and your hands, your story. You can create a small garden on your balcony and watch new life grow. You can create a gratitude journal where you write one true things you are thankful for each day. You can create a prayer circle or a woman chat where others feel less alone. You can create beauty by baking, sewing, painting, or decorating your home in a way that makes you smile. You can ever create hope by sharing your story with someone who needs to hear it. That's creation, that's purpose, that's life moving through you again. When we create, we tell God, I'm still here, I'm still willing, and every time we do that, something inside us heal a little more. Maybe for you, creation looks like writing that book that's been sitting in your heart, or learning something new, a language, a song, or a recipe. Because when we stop creating, we stop expanding. And healing is about expansion, learning to live again, not just to survive. Now, if you're listening somewhere quiet, I want you to close your eyes, and if it's safe to do so, and take a deep breath in and exhale slowly. Imagine a version of you standing in the sunlight, the woman you're becoming. She's smiling softly, peaceful, strong. What is she holding in her hands? Is it a paintbrush, a book, a camera? Maybe it's a set of house keys or flower from her garden. Whatever she's holding, that's your next creation. It doesn't have to be big. It just has to be yours. Now, imagine her turning towards you, the present you, and whispering, we're not done yet. Because you're not. You still have stories to tell, you still have beauty to give, you still have life to create. So tonight, before you go to bed, write this down somewhere. I am a creator of peace, beauty, and purpose. Even if the world forgets, remember yourself. Your story still has chapters waiting to be written. Maybe this season isn't punishment. Maybe it's preparation. The silence that hurts today might be the silence that help you hear God's whisper. When I went through my own quiet season, I realized that loneliness has where God rebuilt me. He took away the noise so I could finally hear him say, "You're still loved, you still have time, and your story still matters." And if you're listening right now, that whisper might be for you too. And let me remind you, healing doesn't always look loud. Sometimes it's the quiet strength of showing up one day at a time. Making your coffee, opening your curtain, showing not to give up. Because every sunshine says the same thing. You still have another chance. Before we end today, I want to invite you into a few quiet minutes. Just you, your breath, and your heart. So, if you can, find a comfortable position. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. Take a deep breath in and slowly let it out. Let the noise of the day melt away. This moment right here is just for you. Now, imagine a warm light around you, soft, calm, steady. That's peace. That's God's presence. And it's been here all along. As you breathe slowly, ask yourself three gentle questions. What part of me needs kindness today? What small thing can I do this week to feel more connected to myself or to someone else? What dreams or passion have I been quietly missing that's ready to live again? Let the answers come slowly. You don't have to force them. You're not behind, you're becoming. Now, repeat these words after me, silently or out loud if you can. I am worthy of love and connection. I am not forgotten. I am being rebuilt. Every season of silence carries purpose. My story is still unfolding and it matters. Take one more deep breath in and exhale slowly. You're doing beautifully, my friend. You are finding your way back home. One breath, one day, one small act of faith at a time. Thank you for spending this time with me today. If this episode touched something in you, if it made you feel seen, understood, or just a little less alone, that means more to me than you know. I'm building this community from my heart, bricks by bricks, story by story, and I can't build it without you. So please, my friend, help me grow this space. Share the podcast, follow, leave a review, or send this to another woman who needs a reminder that her story still matters. Every message you send, every listen, every share, it tells me that this mission is worth fighting for. Thank you for being here, and thank you for allowing me into your day. And thank you for helping me build a community where women like us can heal, rise, and dream again. Until next time, take care of your heart and protect your peace. And remember, you were never meant to carry your dreams alone.